It's Week 16 of the National Football League. And we've got Javarius Ward, who's made 33 tackles this season from his spot in the secondary. It's the Cardinals and the Buccaneers under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the goal line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out, Trey Lance, now in his 2nd season out of North Dakota State.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
First carry for James Conner. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Conner up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now Lance going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run behind center with Conner. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
run play action. Lance. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jason Pierre-Paul, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football.
And he's going to go down again. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
Tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Lance looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. And they'll begin by running the option. And the ball comes out. Love lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Lance. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Lance. This one is down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Here's Gay for the Buccaneer field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Love from the gun. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Love. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Again, it's Love. He's going to take another shot here. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. On 3rd down, Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Lance. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Lance. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On third down, it's Connor, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Love now. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And that will be incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Back now comes Tampa Bay. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lance. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Lance. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Love. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Yeah, that's a pretty throw right there. It's man coverage on the left side of the field, and this is some really good footwork by his receiver. Able to create some space at the top of his route, and the ball's delivered right on time.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the draw, Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. On 2nd and inches, Lance. Screen pass to Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing now is Lance. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
They'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a Cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. They begin the drive with Robinson. Oh, what a move. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
So a little more space to operate now. First and 10 from right around the 12. Love going to keep it on the option. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. The Cardinals at 500, 7-7 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Suckup's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. With some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get 3 out of that.
Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try and make things a little bit better for their team?
There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions, in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Marcus Williams from the safety spot making a nice play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. An option handoff given to Connor. Dances by him. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. To Connor on the check down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Jake Bailey now. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll wind up being the net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Love. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This will be caught. It's Samuel. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's Robinson again on second down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. To throw now, here's Love. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's got room. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the draw, Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Love will try with his legs. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Succop's kick is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Lance to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Lance. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys a great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. On the draw, Connor able to avoid him at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a draw play. This is Connor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From just shy of midfield, Lance. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And Lance going to throw. A little juke. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. With the ball mere inches from the right line on 3rd and goal. Now Lance. That's caught at the 1. No gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kahale Waring, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Love. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Love. got his target, Samuel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing, Love, and returns it right back to Samuel. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love, that's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out to his left. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 2nd down at 4. Love. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got Smith here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Love now. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Love. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Holding, offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jordan Love, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. And Lance now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Lance able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Connor going to get it again on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. To throw, it's Lance. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Lance looking to throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Gay's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up. Or they're going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Love. finding Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Love looking to throw. That's caught by Wilson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Love. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Robinson on a give right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And it's off the left upright. Oh my goodness, heartache. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So a chance to give his guys a second-half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And, Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Lance looking to throw. Complete to Chenault. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Lance. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So out now come the Cardinals. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Love from the gun. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
Holding. Offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start with a give to Connor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Connor. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
75 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And Lance's throw here taken in by Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Meanwhile, Lance's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Lance again. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.